in our universities in America, what we try to do in order to engage other ethnicities and religions, we invite them to participate actively in things like Fashion. So like when we have Ramadan, then we invite other people of other faiths to say, hey, come fast with us. Anyone can come fast, anyone can come pray, anyone can go through the physical actions, come experience with us. So that's what we want to do, is we need to address the problem of there being a lack of exposure. And I think today's visits to the religious sites enhance the need for exposure. In America, we don't have enough exposure. I mean, and a lot of people here, Malaysia, some of our friends have not had a chance to even visit other religious places of worship. So, I mean, it's a lot of exposure and a commitment and initiative to invite others as well as reject, what you want to say. I mean, ignorance, lack of exposure, cultural divide, narrow-minded, ethnocentric. I mean, these have been addressed. I mean, some solutions that we're putting together. Self-education. Educate yourself and the people around you. Exposure, bridging ties, dialogue, breaking stereotypes. Really quickly, these last 2 points. The last thing on paper says, okay, be the messenger and the message. The best thing, and the last group could put this really beautifully, yeah, it's all about love and about the human heart. If you're not a good person yourself, no one's going to listen to anything you say. At the end, no one's going to care. If you're not going to stand up for what you believe, even, people say, okay, we have our fundamental and underlying values that are the same, but each of our religions brings something unique. Just be the best that you can for your respective religion. That's it. And then, whatever message you want to say, people will listen because you're a living example of that. So remember the golden rule. And I think we've heard it by now, but to address the issue of the firefighters. So, even in the instances of the Danish cartoons, or an instance today in the mosque, that we weren't allowed to bring some people who were managing the mosque said that you can't have non-Muslims come in here, right? And that's just a mindset. That's just kind of like a cloak on the heart. That they're saying that, okay, for some preconceived notion that we're not allowed to have non-Muslims come to the masjid. So it's a reprogramming. But instead of us thinking that, okay, this is what we have to do so it never happens again, we should think to ourselves, okay, what can we do to prepare ourselves when incidents like this do happen? So that's why we said it's just like being a firefighter. That when a fire comes out, you can't prevent fires from ever occurring, but what you can do is you can stop fires when they occur. So in instances like that, hopefully the person who was educated today about, allowing non-Muslims to come to the masjid will, for the future, be a little bit more mindful and courteous. So that's really